Hey y'all, y'all, y'all remember when we did a live and covered a story about YouTubers, member couples? They was killed in Las Vegas Strip. Now got the death penalty on the table for this young man right here. But y'all, what we gonna do is, because everything I say is allegedly, so I'm not gonna give it away, but let's listen to this right quick.
Vegas Strip makes his first court appearance. Police say that Manuel Ruiz shot and killed two people over an ongoing feud. According to an arrest report, he claims that it was self-defense and he was ordered to be held without bail. The next court hearing set for this Thursday. We're also learning more details about the deadly shooting of a YouTuber and his wife on the Strip. It happened on Sunday. We want to thank you for joining us live at 6. I'm Latoya Silman.
And I'm Jim Snyder. Glad you're with us tonight. Police have identified the victims as Rodney and Tanisha Finley. A GoFundMe has been set up to pay the funeral expenses for the couple that other streamers say were visiting from Arizona when the shooting happened. We have live team coverage for you tonight. Kristen Drummond has been talking with a witness to the shooting.
Yeah, but let's start.
Manuel Ruiz is claiming self-defense in this situation. Now, local YouTubers say, let's let the justice system decide. But however that decision goes, they say this online beef between the YouTubers should have never gone this far.
It was unethical, it was stupid, and he deserved to be in prison.
The YouTube world responding after a shooting that led to the death of Tanisha and Ronald Finley.
They were kind. They were beautiful people. They were. He was a good father. He was a great grandfather. He was funny. She was full of life.
YouTuber The Other Me, who streams all around Vegas, calls the Finleys his friends. He also knows Manuel Ruiz, the man accused of killing the couple on Sunday night.
It's not only bad for both families and their children, which our heart breaks for the children because their lives are destroyed on both sides of this. It's bad for our community.
Ronald, known on the platform as Finny the Legend, and Ruiz had an ongoing feud online. Manny's YouTube page with his wife Juliana called Sin City Family, where he's often seen wearing face paint. Manny's first appearance in court on Tuesday with streamers in the audience.
I'm showing up today just to say all YouTubers not like that. I'm showing up for the victims because they did not deserve to get killed.
According to Metro's arrest report, Manny told police that when he ran into Finny on Las Vegas Boulevard Sunday night, he believed Finny was reaching for a gun and shot in self-defense. The report states Manny also shot twice at Finny's wife Tanisha because he thought she was reaching for a gun too. Turns out it was a cell phone and a gimbal. The Other Me and other YouTubers believe the beef between the two parties goes back to an incident in the valley.
Something that happened 2 years ago on Halloween. There was a pepper spray incident, and there was kind of a scuffle on Fremont Street.
One witness told police Manny threatened both him and Finny in the past by making finger gun gestures with his hand while saying pow pow pow. Manny's wife also told police that Finny and Manny recently had an altercation on Fremont Street, and Manny was cited for battery. The Other Me says things should have never gone this far.
I never in a million years thought that it would get to this level.
I stopped by Manny's home Tuesday to get a comment from his wife. No one answered. Shooting, essentially, he's driving around in his car, threatening someone and asking them to show up. Now, Manny's wife did deny knowing about that video in the arrest report. There are a lot of layers here. It's a very complicated situation, an ongoing beef that some have been following since the beginning, but we will continue to follow this story and provide updates.
All right, y'all, let's dive into the death penalty, what they try to justifiable homicide, okay? That's what we're dealing with right now. Refer to the legal act of taking a human life under circumstances where the law recognizes the action as permissible, often in self-defense or in defense of others. Now, they're going to have to justify this homicide, okay? Is it self-defense or what? And this dude right here, he making me understand The self-defense. Here we go again with another self-defense on the table. Okay, death penalty is on the table as well because they don't. I think he said they don't have to prove it, but something. But look, yeah.
Touched on that in the question itself, the fact that it's a double murder case. In the state of Nevada, we have what we call aggravating circumstances, or more commonly we refer to them in the practice as aggravators. They're enumerated things by statute that make a case eligible for the death penalty. Probably the one that is most likely to cause the state to file a notice of intent to seek the death penalty is a case where there's more than one homicide. So the case of a double murder is a prime example of a case that is eligible for the death penalty, where the death penalty is often filed. The fact that it was live streamed factors into the state's decision to seek capital punishment. From an evidentiary standpoint, it may make them more likely to file the notice of intent to seek the death penalty, because as a general premise, the state is more likely to file a case seeking the death penalty in a situation where they believe they are more likely to get a first-degree murder conviction. So cases with better evidence tend to be the types of cases where they would file a notice of intent to seek death. I don't know. I think there's probably different ways to spin that. As a defense attorney, I could say, look, if this was premeditated, he wouldn't have done it on a live stream. That indicates that it wasn't planned out. But from a prosecutor's perspective, the fact that someone was live streaming an act doesn't take away their ability to argue that it's premeditated. In Nevada, we have the definition of premeditation, willfulness, and deliberation are all required for a first-degree premeditated murder, is what we call it. And our law says that that can happen as quickly as instantaneous thoughts of the mind. So the decision to go from shooting one person versus transitioning to shooting a second person is in and of itself something the state can argue.
I think he need to get the death. I don't think he need to get the death penalty. Now, I'll take that death penalty off the table with him. Oh, I guess y'all said, Lanita, why you say that? He took their life, but he gonna suffer inside there, y'all. He gonna suffer inside there. I don't think that's the place where he really want to be, cause he's a jealous man, and he worried about his wife. So I don't know if he gonna make it in there or not.
I think it certainly gives the state motive, something to argue that there's a motive for the crime to happen. The state doesn't have to prove motive, but they almost always present a full picture of the allegation, which normally involves a motive. People don't kill people unless they have a reason to do it. So things like a rivalry, talking trash back and forth, whether it's digital or in person, certainly gives rise to that reason that someone commits a violent act.
So y'all, there you have it. The YouTuber may face death penalty. But let me ask y'all something. What do you all think? That was just my opinion. What do y'all think? Do y'all think he should get this death penalty?
Update: the man accused of killing a man and his wife on the Las Vegas Strip in June may face the death penalty. Manuel Ruiz, also known as Sin City Manny on YouTube, was indicted by a grand jury last month. Ruiz is accusing of shooting and killing Arizona-based YouTuber Rodley Finley and his wife Tanisha on June 8th outside the Bellagio. Ruiz turned himself in to Henderson.
It look like to me he's still worried about being seen on the camera. Do you know your life is on the table? Have you realized he liked the camera? Do he know his life is on the table? Where he might not be getting out of there no time soon? No time period. Because I see he liked that camera. I wouldn't want the camera in my face after taking 2 people's lives.
Police the next morning. According to an arrest report, he told police the shooting was in self-defense. Police believe the shooting stemmed from a feud. Ruiz remains in jail with no bail.